Hi, hi. Hi, hi, beautiful people. Welcome. Welcome to and welcome back to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. Check it, check. Look at this. This is old school Anonnie. You know what I should honestly do? One of these days, I should actually make every single video that I've ever recorded public. And you'll see me, like the first video I ever did 3 years ago, sitting on my couch doing a reading just like this. It's so funny how things work out like that. It's like I have a whole desk, I have a whole table, like I have a whole kitchen table. I can go outside, like, and yet I like to sit here and do tarot readings on my couch. Well, lovies, I decided to come on here and to do a reading. Hello, hello, hi, Janice. I decided to come on here and do a reading because I just came out of a meditation. So I don't know about you, but I feel like there has been a lot of energy being thrown around as of late. I've been feeling a lot of energy in particular in the dream state. And there seems to have been a lot of conflict and controversy happening between whoever's been trying to throw energy at me in the dream state and my spirit guides and those who are protecting me. Hi, Danny. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. So, yeah, the tower at the bottom of the deck. And so I decided to go live because I decided to go into a meditation. And when I tell you, this meditation in the sunlight had to have been about 8 to 10 minutes. And I feel like my brain went through a defracking. Remember when you used to have to do that? Where you would have to go and like go to options and settings and defrac your computer hard drive so that it could run better? That is literally how my brain felt, like I went through a reset. And I'm really grateful for my meditation skills and how easy it is for me now to go into a deeper brainwave or to go into a deeper meditative state. So when I got there after about 5 to 8 minutes, I started to ask questions, of course. And I asked questions to my guides, and I was like, why does the energy feel like it has been so stale lately? Why does it feel like I'm not receiving new ideas at the normal rate as I normally would? Why does it seem like there's so much happening in the dream state? And they told me it's because the files are backlogged. So think of that, ponder on that for a second. It's as though, and they're showing me like a dream that I had, like a symbol in the dream that I had, where there were a bunch of packages that kept piling up outside of my house, like outside of my home. I feel that now things or whatever it is that you are seeking is seeking you and it is ready to arrive now. But there are some files that are backlogged that need to be cleared out. So, for example, let me tell you what a backlog file means in this matrix, so to speak. The backlogged file is the thing that you go to bed thinking about and the thing that you wake up thinking about. The backlogged file is that thing that's on your to-do list that you've been thinking about, okay, I want to do this. You know what? I'm going to do that today. And then you're like, wait, I can actually do that tomorrow. Or they are the tasks that seem to stay in the back of your mind that you want to get done or that you want to do, but they keep getting pushed off. And it can be as little as washing the dishes, to sending an email, to going out for a walk regularly. So they told me that so many things have become backlogged that it's as though they're all trying to squeeze into this tiny reference frame of a frequency for it to be manifested. So they literally essentially told me I need to get a couple of more things checked off of my to-do list. Right? I need to send this email. I needed to update this document. I needed to do this note. I needed to write this out. I needed to do this post. All of these things, right? I started to ask them about it. I was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. It's because the back of my mind, or in some ways, like the functional part of my, not the functional part of my brain, but The task-oriented part of my brain had too many tabs open. And so it was as though my brain kept repeating to myself, oh, I need to get that done and this done and that done and this done. And when I asked them about getting all of this work done, they said that it would take approximately 5 hours. That's it. So when I considered the fact that I've been trying to get a task done for like 2.5 weeks, and then it's as though a late notification keeps going off in my brain whenever I think about it. They literally gave me the time frame to sit down, create the ambiance, clear the mind, and they told me in 5 hours I can clear out my entire checklist. So I wanted to come on here and see if there's anything else to that channeling or anything else to that reading, or if there's another message they would like for me to deliver to you all on this day. But that is what came through on my meditation today. The blessings are already ready, but there are so many lists in the back of your mind of things to do. You got to start checking them off. And then when those things become checked off, and in a mystical sense, when you take the next step because you checked those things off, then the next download has enough space to arrive. So you're not late, you're not early, you're processing. The package, so to speak, is in processing. You got to clear it out so it can arrive. Okay? All right. Bop, bop, bop. Some of you may also, I was thinking about this for my own self. Some of you may want to, or maybe you've had on your mind, ways to figure out how you can work smarter and not harder. Because for me, what I am processing and what the type of blueprint in my mind that I am working through is thinking that I have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs just to make extra money. Right? That's a belief system that I want to get rid of. That I can have one position and maybe something that I like to do as a hobby on the side and make just as much as if I had 5 jobs. So what I am pretty much working through is, okay, like if I am looking to increase my finances, how can I make the space for that to happen where I'm still feeling like I'm working smarter and not harder? Okay. I feel like the elevation is here and the elevation is ready, but it's almost like there's been an adjustment period to it. Thank you, Most High. Let me move my dress down, child. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator of all things. Most High Divine, I receive your messages with clarity. I deliver your messages with integrity, and I feel them with love. What is the message you would like for me to deliver to the Divine Collective on this day? Glory be to the Source One, Creator of all things, Divine Masculine and Feminine, Spirit Guides and Guardians of Benevolence. Unto us we give gratitude. Ashe. Thank you. There's 2 here. 7 of Cups. They said stop here. Ace of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. We have the 10 of Wands to the 7 of Pentacles, which actually means you're doing too much every day. This really is work smarter and not harder, because you're already working as hard as you possibly can with the 7 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Wands. Nobody works harder than that. The only thing you'll need is a Knight of Pentacles. They're actually showing here that there are multiple things that you're working on, 7 of Cups, multiple things that you have your sights set on. And this is like you're burning the candle at both ends. Ace of Wands, you do have the energy. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 100%. To the 7 of Wands here. You do have the energy, you do have the inspiration, and this is bringing in profit and money for you. I feel here they're even saying that to some of you, it may seem like you're doing so much on a day-to-day basis. What is it going to amount to with the 7 of Cups here? And you're about to see all of this pay off for you with the Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. Show me a bit more, please. Clarify 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Thank you. 2 more. Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Swords. Whoever this message is for with the 2 of Pentacles here, let me tell you, you are doing a lot. You are above average in your work ethic. You're above average in your commitment and discipline to what it is you want to create and bring into your life on a day-to-day basis. This is the energy of someone who is saying, I'm going to work hard now because I know it will pay off later. 4 of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. This is someone who's saying, I'm going to work my ass off every day for 3 months so that I can afford to go on vacation next year for 6 months. That's this type of energy. This is someone who is working hard every single day to be in the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Swords, the energy of abundance, free time, rest, and recovery. I feel here like this is a message that is to be motivational for you to keep going or to keep trying. Because this is short-lived. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This is very short-lived just until this new beginning and this new energy comes to you. There's a lot that you're managing at once. You could have specific days during the week where you do specific tasks for different projects. 2 of Pentacles here, 2 of Swords even. Show me this. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Excuse me. Part of this energy is almost like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what will stick. Everybody who creates something of themselves goes through that type of period. They go through that type of energy. So what you're experiencing now with feeling this exhaustion, and with 7 of Pentacles here, building a brick day by day, throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what will stick. 2 things here will stick for you, if not more. I feel like this is one of those energies where in hindsight, let's say 10 years from now, you have this Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles that is now fully formed. You're living in whatever time period or whatever type of life you'd like to be living in. And it's like in hindsight, you're going to look at this period and appreciate how hard you worked, because you'll never have to do that again. And you know what's so funny about these time periods is, in hindsight, you almost look at that time when you were working your ass off as one of the fun times, as one of the times where you felt the most inspiration, where you had that grit. While you're in it, yes, it's tough. But once you get to this period of rest, recovery, rejuvenation, where your money is working for you, you're going to look back at the former self that was working their ass off, blood, sweat, and tears, and thank them and give them support to know that it's not going to last for forever. 8 of Pentacles, you're working really hard. King of Swords, you're working very hard. You're working very hard on what it is that you know. Like, this is giving academics, it's giving school. King of Swords is the intellect. You're learning. The Chariot. Give me a second. With the Page of Cups and Judgment, this is your fate. You're in the period of the grit now. Like, you're in the period of the grind now, if that resonates for you. And I'm not saying it's unpleasant, but it's the time period of mastery. And once you achieve that mastery, it's almost like reaching level 10 in the skill set in The Sims. You never lose it. You can't go back, so to speak. You're reaching level 10 of a skill set here. Possibly you've even been working on this for 10 years. Six of Pentacles, yes. All right, let me see if Cosmic Family would like to have a whack at this message. Oh, the Chariot comes back out, and now we have the Devil and the Chariot energy. So let's talk about this. This is giving you have passed a test that even the devil will put his own minions through. They want to carry over this message about the Chariot, about going to the next level, about superseding something. Show me about this, the Devil and the Chariot. To the Wheel of Fortune again. Okay, show me. The Lovers and the Empress. Show me. The Four of Cups. Show me the Devil energy, please. And the Eight of Discs here. You are moving on from the deadly sin of sloth. I hope that resonates. I don't know if that resonates for you. I hope it does. But that's what they're showing me here. This devil energy that you have overcome is the pervasive distraction that keeps people out of discipline. Four of Cups here. Yes, it's the card of like ignoring something, boredom, but it's also the card of being on your computer, not paying attention to the outside world, not taking opportunities as they come into you because you're stuck in the energy of a comfort zone. I feel here like what you are elevating out of with this Chariot energy and what you are seeing as being victorious and overcoming is all of the ways that the devil distracts people out of their own destiny. The Chariot energy here is the ride to the destiny. It's the rainbow road, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. And you have successfully been able to beat that devil energy to the ground, so to speak, and maintain your work ethic over an incredibly long amount of time. And I feel like with this Two of Swords and Two of Pentacles, it's almost like it puts you in this outlier energy. An outlier is someone who is a rarity in a statistical sense. So, for example, the success of the business Amazon, that is an outlier. Someone who has an incredibly high IQ, they are an outlier. Your work ethic and discipline on a day-to-day in which you are able to even demand of yourself to reach this level of mastery is placing you as an outlier here. Because how can you be someone who is running a multi-billion-dollar business, so to speak, whatever, and you get distracted by the television set? Right? It doesn't work like that. And I see that being a shift that is happening in your life. You have been able to actually get a grip on how this devil energy likes to keep you bored and distracted and in the energy of delay. I even feel here with this 10 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles that maybe some of you do feel like you're making up for lost time in a way. Like, for instance, you know, when you want to make a large purchase, so you end up doing a little hobby on the side that you can monetize. I see here like there's a short blip period where you will be working hard and diligently, and it's going to set you light years ahead. You are ready now to give up the ways that the devil distracts you and the way that the devil tempts you. Thank you, Cosmic Family. We have the Emperor and the Empress, and so this next reward of yours is this divine union. You have been successful to the point of now aligning with your divine union in this Emperor and Empress energy. And as we all know, you can't really be an emperor and or an empress and you don't take care of yourself. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, you cannot reach the level of emperor and empress without recognizing and being able to rebuke the devil's temptations. Sloth, greed, wrath, lust. There are so many more. Pride. I think there are two that I'm missing. But I know you get the gist of what I'm saying here. What you will experience in the physical reality is an elevation in your career, having a very high level status position in your career. But spiritually, this is you also showing a level of mastery for the discipline it takes to reach the Emperor Empress level. There's a lot that you have been through. Judgment, Emperor and Empress. With the sun energy here, I even feel here like there were battles. Look at this. The Moon, Justice, and Five of Wands reversed. There were even battles that were going on that you decided to not engage in. Because remember, the devil will tempt you into wrath, into wanting to fight anyone and anything. The devil will tempt you into pride. That just because people are slandering or talking about you, that you need to go back at them with something to say. You have picked and chosen your battles wisely. Right? What do they say in the movie Thor? Because I love those movies. They say a king never starts a war, but he is always ready for it. Because he understands the responsibility of what it will do, how it may harm the kingdom. I feel here like you have picked and chosen your battles very wisely. And it has brought you into this energy now of divine union as your reward, as one of your rewards. And justice here. Whereas the traumas that you have experienced with the Ten of Swords here, the betrayals, the intentionality that some energies had to harm you is now being transmuted into the sun energy, into your source of happiness. Isn't that beautiful? The Empress, Queen of Wands here, Ten of Swords. Yeah, that's one of the people, and Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, we know that. That is a Jezebel energy. Page of Swords. Yeah, there's a Jezebel energy that is watching you, but they can't hold a candle to you. The star, they don't. The star and the sun. A Jezebel energy can shine in the dark, but then you show up and people remember what it feels like to be in the light. Right? A Jezebel energy may thrive when they're, I don't know. I keep getting this weird strip club energy, okay? It's like a Jezebel energy has their own orientations and environments where they thrive. But then if you show up as an empress and a star, people remember what it feels like to even feel good. You know, it's kind of the difference that I would say between like, I know I don't know too much about this energy, but it's almost like the difference between someone who's a Jezebel energy versus someone who was like Marilyn Monroe. It's like if Marilyn Monroe walked into the room, all attention goes towards Marilyn because they don't need to perform the seduction. It is natural. Page of Cups, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, we have the full energy here with the Five of Cups. This is someone who literally felt this Queen of Wands energy with this lust magic that she does, or the ways that she was trying to teach you to be a Jezebel. I feel like that's for some of you here, maybe since you were a child with the full energy here. Like you may have even watched an older sister or watched a feminine energy use their sexuality to get what they want, but also simultaneously devalue themselves. That's what I'm getting here. And there's been a trap that has happened, that they put themselves in this own trap of being considered a Jezebel, but now that's all that they're seen to be. This is an energy that is jealous because you are able to reinvent yourself. You are able to go through the death and the rebirth process again and again and ascend with each cycle. This is a Queen of Wands who doesn't know how to play any new tricks. And she's, oof, and I heard, and she's getting old. That's rough. Show me. Ace of Cups on top of the Emperor, the Empress, and Judgment. Beautiful. This is someone, I'm really happy for whoever this message is for, including my own self. Two of Cups to the Six of Swords here. I'm telling you, whoever this Jezebel energy is, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups, this is someone who made it their personal vendetta to make you look it's not just to make you look bad. Like, that is so simple. It's like to make you look like, I'm going to say it this way. This is someone who made it their personal vendetta to actually make you look like the worst part of themselves that they know themselves to be. It's a major projection here. It's like if someone here comes across as a Queen of Swords, cold. Oh, hold on. I got to let my cat in. A Queen of Swords here comes across as cold, vindictive, manipulative, difficult. And then it's like they see you as this Queen of Cups, easygoing. People like to be around you, a sweetheart, emotionally like giving, like, you know, that sweetheart ingenue energy that Marilyn Monroe had. And then it's like across the table was her mean friend. Right? Hold on, let me let my cat in. Yes, Bubby. Yes, Bubby. Squeeze me, fuzzy bell. Okay. That's what this looks like. Like you may even at some point in time be sitting right across the table from this person who tried so hard to strategize your downfall, only for you to continuously be shown as someone who is beloved. And it's like they really tried it. But honestly, they're nothing but mean. They lie and they use sex to manipulate people. And in that energy, they will never become this empress, emperor. I see you moving on from this with the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups to relationships with people who are so genuine and so much more meaningful. And this relationship is yours. This person really, this is almost like enemy number one, so to speak. Like this person tried to stop you from getting here. Thank you, Divine. Temperance, you've made it. Temperance, Knight of Cups, you've made it. To strength, to the world. Mm-hmm. Okay. Dragon Tarot, what else would you like to show us about this situation and this circumstance? You know, it's there's even something here. It's like I feel here this energy is showing me like with the Wheel of Fortune that keeps coming out, like there's a milestone that you are about to hit. And this milestone changes so much of your life, your identity, how you perceive life, like your mindset, your emotional state, the people you keep around you. This Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands energy is like someone who has literally tried to manipulate you since like childhood to try to tell you this is your self-esteem. Like for women, well, for women and men, but I'm going to speak from a woman's perspective. This reminds me of like intergenerational trauma. Like, if you have a mother figure who experienced a particular type of trauma, she will intentionally not protect her daughter from it. That's what this comes across as. Like the mother wanted to be a Jezebel, so she teaches her daughters how to be a Jezebel. She teaches her daughters how to bully, how to lie, how to be rude to get what they want, how to manipulate to get what they want. And I see here that you have actually broken that cord. You have broken that cycle to be in something completely new that maybe even none of the women in your family have even experienced because you decided to try something else. You decided to have a higher self-esteem, I'm hearing. Show me, please. Thank you, Dragon Tarot. We have the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands. You're going to set up a very happy home. This reminds me of like the home is cozy, the home is safe. This is like the community is safe, the neighborhood, the people are friendly. There's something here about reaching the milestone that is a celebration that really details to you that the old chapter is done and the new one is beginning. And every single time I talk about this milestone that you're hitting, this Queen of Swords comes through and says something to try to bring you down. It's like this could be, how like we grow into adulthood and we end up having like this hypercritical voice in our head? This is where it came from. This is who that voice is in your head. You've defeated that. You've defeated some type of mental programming. Nine of Swords, definitely. You have defeated some type of intergenerational mental trauma. We even have 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, representing family. Tower reversed, exactly. And now you are untouchable. Because the ways that this intergenerational trauma would pick and prod at you or poke at you is now healed and healing in this union. It's almost like this reminds me of like when you go to the family reunion and you're like, whoa, these people ain't changed. These people are unhealthy. These people don't know how to regulate their emotions. It's like these people, it's like they're doing this, that, and the other. They're just going to sit around and gossip. It's like there's something here about how this level that you are reaching actually places you in a position of being untouchable by those energies and untouchable by the intergenerational cycles that they're continuing to relive. I'm hearing you're closing that gate. Why do they keep saying that? They keep saying something like they really tried to stop you. Do you want to show me this, Most High? Cosmic family, show me this. Dragon family, show me this. They really tried to stop you? Like, almost like, this is intense. This is intense. And there's some cussing here, okay? This is like we need to fuck up every area of your life so that you don't make it there. This is like, we're not going to teach you how to have friends. We're not going to teach you self-esteem. We're going to teach you to be dependent on other people for support. We're going to have your self-image and value based off of other people. We're going to teach you that. We're going to teach you to hate your body. We're going to try to teach you worthlessness. That's what this is with the Queen of Swords and Five of Swords. Like intentionally putting someone in the mental space to try to have them experience a sense of worthlessness so that they don't actually engage in their destiny. You have overcome this. Show me this, please. Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. These two. Knight of Wands reversed. Again, some type of Jezebel energy. This could even literally be like this could even be like someone not sticking up for you when you needed help. And instead like laughing at your hands when you were sticking it out for help. Like Knight of Wands energy in the reverse is such like mean girl energy. It's like getting an ego boost, being better than someone else. Show me this. With the Three of Coins, yeah, a group of them. It's almost like dogs that run together. That's what they're showing me here. Not necessarily like a wolf pack, but this is like birds of a feather flock together. They're all like, it's like throw the whole thing away. Show me, please. Thank you. Yeah, Temperance. I know. Justice. Listen, Ace of Swords. I'm going to end this message here, and this is what I'm going to tell you. Your best revenge against this organization, this group of people, but especially spiritually speaking, this devil energy that they tried to trap you within for all those years of mental programming they did on you. Your best revenge is peace, joy, fulfillment, success, especially this divine union. And the divine is here to deliver this justice for you. So with the Ten of Wands as the first card out, yeah, you've been through a lot. And the divine is also rewarding you for all of this hard work that you've had to endure physically and spiritually. So if you ever get some type of thought that's like, oh, this isn't worth it, we should just stop now, do not stop. That's this Five of Swords, Queen of Swords energy trying to get to you. You've come too far and you've worked too hard for too long to stop now? I don't think so. You can make it. You can do this. Let's do final messages. Final messages, please, Macabre deck. King of Wands. Why did we just have like 5 people come out? We have King of Wands with the Two of Cups, Queen of Wands with the Moon, and then we have Queen of Cups, the Tower, and Queen of Swords. It's even as though, because we had 3 of Pentacles come out, it's even like these 3 people tried to Jezebel you to get you stuck with the King of Wands. You know what this reminds me of? And I'll say this briefly, but I think that this King of Wands energy is a bit more intense because this King of Wands is not who I'm thinking of. Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm going to say it. This reminds me of someone that I dated when I just was fresh out of college. I had to be like 22. And this guy that I dated, his family came from a lot of money because he lived out in the Hamptons. And his family had like a construction business. They would build like multi-million-dollar homes in the Hamptons. So his family was very wealthy. They had a beautiful home, beautiful land, huge backyard, like the works. This was the type of family where the guy that I dated, he didn't even need to go to college because he was just going to take over his family's business. It was that type of money. And I remember I couldn't stand him. I thought that he was actually dumb. I didn't think he was that attractive. He just worked out a lot and would go to his father's job. He had poor critical thinking skills. He had a bad memory. And he also had a temper. So he was very low in his emotional intelligence and his ability to even process his emotions. Pretty much he was kind of just like a meathead. I'm so sorry, bro, but he was. And so, you know me, I'm working on my dissertation. How am I supposed to be with a meathead? And I remember I was telling my mother, hey, Lay, welcome. I remember when I was dating this guy, I was telling my mother, he has like anger issues, like he will have outbursts. I don't really like them. And I remember my mother said to me, well, at least he takes care of you. That is intergenerational trauma. So you know me, I didn't listen to my mother, obviously. But this is that type of energy where there would be people who would want you to get trapped by someone who they know would only bring you down. There's 3 of them here, 3 feminine energies here, who wanted you to end up with a King of Wands who probably wouldn't have done shit for you. Knight of Swords, King of Cups. What is this? Knight of Cups. Message. Why is this person coming through saying they want to talk to you? Who's this King of Wands? 7 of Swords reversed. To the 5 of Wands reversed. If you have been watching my past 3 lives, you know that there has been an incessant King of Wands energy that keeps trying to open up a portal to talk to you. And I'm not playing about that. Like, I know Danny knows. I know Danny has caught those lives, right, Danny? There has been a King of Wands. Last night he came through with like 3 of Swords, like 3 different times in the reading, Whoever this man is, he is trying to manifest you really, really strongly. And he's going to come through and talk about his feelings that he has for you. And he's going to admit with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, with the Five of Wands in the reverse, all of the ways that he has caused you harm, the lies that he has told, something that he has stolen from you, the conflict that he intentionally threw at you. And it's because you have finally left. You have finally cut the cord to that energy. Okay? What this King of Wands is doing is he has like 3 little minions here or something who are trying to help him manifest you. That's what this is. And these 3 minions trying to help him manifest you are catching hell because of it with the Tower. They're getting, Tower reversed over here. Thank you. They're getting backlash because of this. Because it's not meant to be. He needs to accept that. You are here with the Emperor, Empress, Judgment, and Ace of Cups. You're no longer interested in a King of Wands. Okay? Oh, look, I'm telling you, he's incessant about talking to you. Yeah, look. High Priestess and message. Look at him, his energy, literally. Is this begging for me to read for him? No. 6 of Wands to the 5 of Swords to the Emperor. This King of Wands has already been defeated by your Emperor. And now it's like he's just a sore loser that won't leave you alone. Okay? Yeah. A devil energy that is obsessed with you. Okay? That's enough. All right? Let's do final messages. Cosmic Family, final messages, please. Thank you. Cosmic Family, how can we get rid of this King of Wands? That's what I want to ask. His name, for some of you, his name may be Patrick. Okay? How can I get rid of this King of Wands? Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands, yeah. The Tower in the reversed. King of Swords. I feel like this King of Wands is how do I explain this? This King of Wands is a light that will burn itself out. It's like a firecracker that keeps trying to go off, burn up in the sky, make this huge bang, right? Make this huge bang in the sky, only to fizzle and burn itself out. Okay? You need to keep on keeping on with this Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands and pay this King of Wands energy no mind at all. Because they're only going to distract you from what you're creating and what you're doing here. So see this King of Wands for who he is, and Ace of Wands, keep it pushing. Because this Emperor is here for you. Right, Emperor? 7 of Cups. Like I'm telling you, 9 of Wands. I'm telling you, whoever this King of Wands is, it's like he's planning on the daily. It's like he wants to know your future on the daily. Okay? 4 of Wands, on who you're going to marry, who you're going to end up with. Okay? Yeah, 7 of Swords, Queen of Discs, and the Moon with the 10 of Discs here. Yeah. They're saying, I don't want to get into it. Okay? The last thing I'll say here is this King of Wands has recently become so adamant about being with you because he recently received a vision on what you're about to receive. He received a vision on what your 10 of Pentacles is, on what your legacy is. But he needs to realize that he received that vision because it was telling him and showcasing to him what he lost. He hasn't accepted that yet. Okay? Final messages, Dragon Tarot. Final Messages Dragon Tarot. Queen of Cups. Yep, on top of the Emperor. Queen of Coins in the reverse. With the Seven of Swords. Whoever this King of Wands is, there's something here where they physically like stole something from you. Like money, finances, an idea. Because they wanted you. Look. Seven of Swords and Five of Swords. Like this King of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. This King of Wands took some type of money from you that actually prolonged your financial success. You know what this reminds me of? And then I'm going to close this out here because we have the Fool and Six of Cups. Okay? This King of Wands energy reminds me of something that I did about 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, I lived in this particular apartment that was slightly outside of my budget, but I was managing. I was living off of financial aid, right, as a student. And I was just managing with like bills, food, living, everything that I needed. And I remember the next financial aid disbursement was coming around. And I was excited for that. I'm like, you get like a large chunk of money at one point in time. I was thinking about the ways I was going to decorate my apartment and everything I was going to do with that money. And then I received an opportunity. And that opportunity that I received was to actually go on this professionals retreat that was being led by this King of Wands and his business. And when I went on that professional retreat, I'm not going to give you all of the details, but I left that retreat traumatized. It was one of the worst experiences that I've had in my life on that retreat. And when I look back, I think I spent what had to be close to like $5,000-$6,000 just to go on that retreat. For the ticket, for the stay, for the clothes that I bought, for the money that I spent while I was there. And that set me back for years because I was supposed to spend that money on this new apartment that I had. But instead, I decided to kind of spend it all at once. And it was reckless, honestly. And go on this retreat. And I learned such a huge lesson because not only did I lose that money, so to speak, but on top of that, I left with a heavy mental burden that took me years to overcome. That's what this energy reminds me of, this King of Wands. The type of man that will take as long as you give. Say no. Okay? Say no. It's like this is the man who, this is like the type of masculine energy that like would tell you to get a second job instead of just paying for something for you when they know that they can. It's like a masculine energy that benefits from overworked femininity. That's what this is. This person actually sees you as a competitor, as a financial competitor to them. Queen of Coins. Okay? Say no. But it's up to you. Some people, as they say, what? They do it for the plot, right? I don't think that would be worth it, and I don't think it would be wise. But hey, you can make your own decisions. I'm just here to read the prophecy. For those of you who this resonated with, remember that your energy is the Temperance, the Star, and the Sun. So you're going to be able to make it there. You're going to make it to this finish line. You're going to make it to this divine union, and it's going to find you divinely, easily, smoothly. And I think you're going to continue to practice your discipline and benevolence and sacred discernment because it's gotten you this far. And it's going to keep you moving forward in the right direction. All right, everyone. I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. I hope that this message has been helpful for you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you all for donating as well. The information is in the description box. I have an Amazon wish list, and I also have a Cash App that is $Anonniestemple. In any case, thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. And y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you. Bye.